The 2022 Forbes Power Women's Summit.
On a set, I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a...
At the 2022 Forbes Power Women's Summit, Blake Lively found herself reflecting on the expectations placed upon her within Hollywood, particularly the expectation to just show up and look good. I knew they just wanted me to show up, look cute, and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say, she shared. However, Lively realized that merely fulfilling these expectations wasn't enough. For her, she craved something deeper: involvement in the storytelling process, a voice in the character's creation, and a chance to influence the narrative through things like writing and costume design. This desire to be more than just a pretty face on screen, to assert creative ownership over her projects, was something she knew would challenge the industry's perception of her. Throughout her career, Lively encountered mixed reactions to this initiative. Some directors, producers, and writers welcomed her input, realizing she had more to offer than just acting. However, others resented her for wanting to take control of aspects beyond acting. They expected her to focus solely on delivering her lines and playing her part. In meetings, Lively would often hide her true intentions, not revealing her need for creative fulfillment. It was as though they hired her to be an actor and nothing more, yet she felt the weight of wanting something deeper than just to act. For some in Hollywood, this was seen as a disruption, an assertion of authority where there was none intended. Meanwhile, Blake Lively's professional struggles were not just about personal fulfillment. They were also linked to the complexities of power and gender dynamics in the entertainment industry. In a public commentary, she reflected on the challenges that women in Hollywood face, particularly around the Me Too movement. She spoke of feeling both empowered and silenced, caught between the roles society wanted her to play and her desire to craft her own identity. But Lively wasn't the only one navigating the tricky terrain of fame and power. Another story soon emerged about Hollywood's latest bombshell, a scandal involving her friends, Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Known for their on-screen camaraderie and seemingly solid friendship, Reynolds and Jackman's relationship had been a subject of public admiration. Yet, a new narrative unfolded that threatened to disrupt their friendship, with rumors circulating about a scandalous prank involving the two men, orchestrated by none other than Blake Lively. The plot was juicy. Hugh Jackman, the beloved Australian actor known for his iconic portrayal of Wolverine, was allegedly the target of a prank set up by his close friends, Blake Lively and Reynolds. In this twisted drama, Reynolds and Lively were accused of interfering in Jackman's personal life, trying to meddle in his romantic affairs as if it were some sort of matchmaking project. What started as a harmless joke quickly escalated into accusations of betrayal, with many wondering whether their intentions were rooted in genuine friendship or a deeper manipulation for personal gain. This alleged incident quickly became a hot topic in Hollywood circles, with insiders and fans alike speculating about the motivations behind the stunt. Was it a well-meaning attempt to help Jackman find love in the labyrinth of Hollywood's dating scene, or was there a more sinister agenda at play? Some suggested it was a misstep made out of misguided concern, while others speculated that it was a calculated move to manipulate Jackman's life for the benefit of Reynolds and Lively. The whispers surrounding this scandal were undeniably intriguing. Was this another case of celebrity friendship turned toxic, a manifestation of the pressures and pitfalls of fame? It quickly became clear that the motivations behind Reynolds and Lively's alleged actions were clouded in uncertainty. Were they truly trying to help their friend, or was this a power play masked as an act of kindness? For those watching from the sidelines, the situation mirrored a scandal from the past, the Justin Baldoni incident. In that case, personal relationships became tangled with media manipulation, leading to a fallout that left careers and reputations in tatters. Now, it seemed that the same dynamic was playing out with Hugh Jackman as the unwitting target. As rumors about secretive phone calls, cryptic text messages, and suspicious social media posts circulated, it became increasingly clear that this wasn't just a random act, it was orchestrated. But why? And who stood to gain from this potential? Manipulation of Jackman's personal life? The stakes were high, and the gossip was only getting juicier. Was it possible that Reynolds and Lively were simply acting out of concern for Jackman, or was there something more self-serving about their alleged actions? In a world where every move is scrutinized, could this scandal serve as a distraction, deflecting attention away from the controversies surrounding their own personal lives and public images? In a town built on image and spectacle, even the most well-meaning gestures could be twisted into a performance for public consumption. As more and more details emerged, the reaction from Hollywood insiders was swift and divided. On one side, there were those who defended the prank, arguing that true friends sometimes go to great lengths in the name of love, even crossing boundaries to help a friend find happiness. On the other side, critics condemned the alleged manipulation, calling it a breach of trust that exposed the darker side of Hollywood friendships. This situation forced many in the industry to reconsider the role of personal boundaries and the ethics of public intervention in private lives. Celebrities like Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Hemsworth, known for their candid takes on Hollywood, controversies, dismissed such meddling as manipulative and reckless. Meanwhile, Leonardo DiCaprio, whose own life had often been the subject of tabloid fodder, maintained that true friendship respected personal boundaries and didn't interfere in one's love life. These high-profile figures lent their voices to the growing chorus of criticism, and their condemnation only fueled the media firestorm surrounding the scandal. But what about Hugh Jackman himself? His response to the news of this alleged prank was telling. While he maintained a public persona of calm and composure, insiders reported that he was visibly shaken by the betrayal. Had he known about the prank all along, laughing it off as just another Hollywood joke? Or was this a deeply hurtful invasion of his personal life, one that left him questioning the very nature of his friendship with Reynolds and Lively? Behind closed doors, it seemed that the emotional impact was far greater than he let on in public. For Jackman, the revelation of this alleged scheme came as a blow to his trust in those closest to him. Friendship in Hollywood, a place notorious for its superficial relationships and image-driven interactions, was beginning to feel fragile. The emotional toll of realizing that his friends had been toying with his personal life could have far-reaching consequences not just for their relationships, but for his career and reputation as well. The fallout from this scandal had broader implications for the entertainment industry as a whole. It exposed a disturbing trend, the intersection of personal relationships and public manipulation. In a world where every relationship is subject to the scrutiny of the media, the lines between genuine connection and calculated performance often become blurred. It wasn't just about the alleged prank anymore. It was about the way Hollywood has come to view friendship, loyalty, and privacy. As more and more celebrities became involved in the conversation, it became clear that this wasn't an isolated incident. This scandal was part of a larger pattern in Hollywood, where personal boundaries were often sacrificed in favor of publicity and media control. The pursuit of fame and success had a price, and that price often came in the form of emotional betrayal and exploitation. At the heart of this scandal was a question that had been raised time and time again in Hollywood. Where do we draw the line between friendship and manipulation? Is it acceptable for friends to intervene in one another's personal lives, or does such interference cross a dangerous line into exploitation? And more importantly, who decides where that line is drawn? In the case of Reynolds, Lively, and Jackman, the answers were not so clear. The incident had left many fans wondering if these celebrities could ever redeem themselves, or if their actions would forever alter the perception of their friendship and integrity. Could they repair the damage done to their personal relationships, or would the scars of this betrayal linger for years to come? In the end, the true tragedy of this saga wasn't the alleged prank itself, but the erosion of trust it revealed in the world of celebrity. What was once considered genuine friendship had been exposed as a fragile construct, subject to the whims of public opinion and media manipulation. And as Hollywood's elite continue to navigate this complex world of fame, power, and personal relationships, the question remains: can true friendship survive in an industry built on spectacle, or will it inevitably fall prey to the ruthless dynamics of fame and power?